Will history repeat itself? The Oilers were in big trouble going into Game 4 last year, and they rallied. McDavid scored his first goal of the series, put up a 4-point night. Skinner had a major bounce back, and the Oilers crushed the Panthers 8-1, and they turned the series around. Once again, Skinner needs a bounce back, and McDavid had 0 goals through the first 3 games of the Cup final. Cheryl, have you seen enough from the Oilers to make you think they can do it again?
Absolutely, Gino. I mean, when you have the best player on the planet and the second best player on the planet right now, you can get it done. And look no further to last year, right? They chased Bobrovsky out of the net in that 8-1 victory. And it was Game 4 where Connor McDavid had a goal. Yes, they were in Edmonton, not on the road, but he also had 3 helpers to go alongside that. You also look back to the LA Kings series after Game 2. Who steps up in a big way? It's Connor McDavid in Game number 3 with a goal and 2 assists. They would go on to win 4 straight. So when I'm looking at the veterans on this team, in particular Connor McDavid, I'm saying to myself, this is a guy that has to get the puck. So I think that his defense have to do a better job of getting that puck up to him quickly. If he can get speed underneath it, it's going to be a give and go. You know, Connor McDavid has to be able to get that puck back in zone. You know, when you look at him as a master distributor, he draws to him. Much like lacrosse, someone's got to slide to get available. So they have to be connected. So they have to play 5-on-5. They got to stay away from the crap outside of the whistles. They got to play within the whistles. As Paul Marie said, Gino, you know, the game starts at 0. And this is a true fact. And you know who is chomping at the bit right now? Connor McDavid. I also believe someone like Stuart Skinner, he knows how to come back, right? We've seen his mentality, his resilience over the course of the playoffs and the season. So I think that he can get this done. I believe that he will be between the pipes in Game number 4.
Okay, after a great role, I want to follow up on Skinner. He's now given up 10 goals over his last 2 games, both losses. It admits things got a little chaotic in some of the goals he gave up. As you mentioned, you figure they're going to stick with Skinner. So if that's the case, have you seen enough from him to make you think he has yet another bounce back in him?
I do, Gino, and I think because the team hasn't been playing great in front of him defensively. Right? They've got to get back to their game. They've got to make sure that they're not putting themselves in a vulnerable position by being on the PK all of the time. And as I mentioned, chasing outside of the whistles. For someone like Stuart Skinner, in Game number 4 last year, he was able to make 32 of 33 saves. There's familiarity there in the playoffs. He went back into Florida. He won Game 5. Just listen to him and the way he's accountable in his post-game pressers. I think this is a guy who wants the net. You know, you see him confidently coming outside, still playing the puck. So there's confidence between the pipes right now. I just think as a collective unit, they've got to deliver. So I look at him and I do believe that he should be and he will be starting in Game number 4.
So Cheryl, I'm looking at the playoff stats earlier today. 3 of the top 4 scorers in these playoffs are Oilers. The Panthers don't have a single guy in the top 4. Their 6 goals last game came from 6 different guys. Does their balance and the fact their offense is not top heavy make them that much more dangerous and difficult to defend?
Yeah, it absolutely does, but they're also getting on the power play and they're finding ways to hammer it home with the man advantage here, Gino. So I think that the Oilers want to play more 5-on-5. They have depth too, right? Now, it's not finding a way to hit the back of the net, but as I mentioned, they're not getting into a flow. When you take 4 penalties in the first period, now all of a sudden everyone's not getting into a rhythm. You want your depth in a rhythm, you stay 5-on-5. So I think this is the critical element for the entire team. And I also think if they can find ways to move that puck a little bit quicker, they're going to get the job done. You are looking at a Panthers unit, though, up and down. I mean, they're disruptors. You also look on every single line and you go, oh, they got Kachuk. Oh, they got Bennett. Oh, they got the Rat. So all of these guys are lending to that stuff in and around the paint. So guess what? Don't play there. Play with the puck. Play in their zone. Easier said than done. Give credit where credit is due. The Panthers are playing signature Panther hockey right now. And so from the mentality of the Edmonton Oilers, with an opportunity to reset with a couple of days off, I think they've got to get back to their game much similarly like we saw it in Game 1.
After last game, Skinner said Draisaitl gave them some really good words of wisdom, some motivation, so they now know what they have to do. If that's the case, now it's time to deliver.